flow, I'm in business mode right now, so I'll definitely take care of all your time again. Payroll's coming out, so you're gonna get that email this week. Recording, so this camera is on, this is a YouTube live, so I'll have a live stream. I might be able to edit in and extract core components and share. But the first thing is to get everyone in and settled and try to lock the door. We're trying to just like get past entrance mode. And then I'll do some left-hand stuff, just to demonstrate left-hand warm-up, talk about it, right-hand warm-up, talk about it, see where people are at, start open screen, see if they can play their book thing. If they can't, then they can dive in. That's the whole thing. This whole process is like, it's not going to cut out many details. It's just be a boat. So that's the kind of vibe. And so the idea is that parents, you may want to go check it out. I'll be on the door for now. But check out the third floor. You should be able to, that projector on the wall is live streaming. I only have one adapter for these computers, so I'm battery timer here until I run out. But you'll see, so the idea is that the parents and everyone gets shuffled up to the third floor unless there's an issue with accessibility. Otherwise, let us have our space. And that's the whole point of this like concept is to be like, no, let's rehearse.
So develop it, run around.
Yeah. So
Cool. All right, let's take that third floor. So
did you park or did you?
Oh yeah. So for future reference, so do you guys have any other rehearsals before the 16th?
We have the second.
Okay.
So
Could I send a kid, even if I don't come? Could I send some people?
Yeah, it's the question is because the project is getting repeated.
Yeah.
I just need to have a sense of are they like base code or energy thing or they do like jam. I don't know. The whole thing is designed to be like not really like just get into it.
Yeah.
It's so
Right.
so as long as I know that,
Okay.
come on in.
Yeah, I got the sense it was very technical. So I went through, I sent them the order. I just took out the foliette and the sheet with the dots on it. And I went through it with them, and then I showed them I did like a transcription into, what they used to see. So I've got one who could play chords no problem. However you want to do it. I've got one who's like probably at the same level, like reading the notes, maybe bass notes. We'll see. And then I've got one who's like, he could play the part no problem, and he could probably do like 3 note chords, maybe do full chords. He's like right on the borderline of like being able to switch quickly. You know what I mean? He can do 3 note chords no problem. So it's up as far as I don't know.
So I'll try to wrap it today. I'll have a sense of where the fingers have landed after the virtual period.
Okay.
I think it was very difficult. Mic check. Microphone check. Look at this delay. That really works. Wow. Yes. All right. Mic check. Check, mic check.
Yeah. It works. Yeah, it's really good. Is it a Dell laptop? It is. My partner's about to be part of it. 15-minute walk. I have to bring one of my power.
Well, if you look at the side, the problem, I think we'll survive this.
Oh.
There's a small one.
USB-C.
Yeah, and the other ones we have upstairs are USB.
Right.
So it's just another hiccup.
Those I don't.
Let's see if this works.
You want to stuff some chairs?
I like to make the kids do that.
Oh, okay.
Let me just check.
Good deal.
Let me just check this thing out here. Looks like
Yeah.
All right. Hi, Sam. So I've got one student watching. We got Sam at home. Sam's got to trim his nails. His left-hand nails are just a bit too long, but he knows that. This is a mic check. Cool. The delay is very trippy.
Yeah.
So we're in hot mic mode. Full disclosure, everything's being recorded. Everyone hears us. Just so you know. We got to get used to this. It's all good. So it should be Logan, maybe Kaya, Nyla, Eli. That's a group. And then maybe someone from Dan. Hello, hello. Come on in. Oh. Hi. Good to see you. Thank you for making this possible. So we have a space for you upstairs. 3rd floor. Can't miss it. We are live streaming down here, so you can hear us and you can see us. Restrooms are here. need a snack or something, we have a couple options. But I've got this room so that you can stretch out and the kids can be kids. Just be, you know, there's a piano up there, probably avoid it. But you should be able to see everything that's happening down here, up there. So Nyla, we'll get you set up. We got to get you oh, the snacks? Do you want a snack now? Okay. Options, we got options here. There you go. A bunch of fig bars and some Thins, and really it's kind of emergency snack if you, just so you know you don't explode. Nyla, thanks for making it. So, yeah, you can put your stuff on a chair. How was your day? Came from what? Oh, the playground. Did you have any more nightmares? No, very good. So Nyla can grab one of those chairs and set up around the microphone. You can check that out. That's what we're going to be reporting on today. So grab your guitar. Yeah. That was Do. What was the other one? E natural, and that was a C. That's an A? That's really weird. That's no, that was A. Yeah. Yeah, that's an E. Yeah. Can you get harmonics on that thing? Oh, you can get harmonics. Well, I don't really borrow this
So wait, Mr. Paul.
Where's 12? That's great. Meet Mr. Microphone. Hey, come here and say hello to Samuel. He's watching at home. Hello, hello. We're getting, the future is here. Okay. Yeah, wherever you want over there. Bye, Nyla. Hello, hello. Eli, good to see you. Thanks for making it. Nyla's here. I'm going to get you a guitar from upstairs. You're going to come back. Or when you come in, the door will be open. On the third floor, we have streaming, so you can see all this upstairs, and you got a space to kind of stretch out if you want to find it. Otherwise, down here is cool. Just trying to find a spot for the kids, you know. Yeah. Oh, perfect. Okay. Thanks for making this work. Do you want a parking voucher for 1845 Walnut Garage? Okay, cool. No worries. Thank you. All right, Eli, so you have Mr. Dan, Mr. Jimmy. I'm going to get you a guitar from upstairs. In the meantime, you're going to grab a chair, and you know how to set it up. Eli is waiting. You got 2.
Facing it to the mic, because if you go on the third floor, you can see that keyboard. You can see it. Oh yeah, there's the camera.
Thank you, Eli. We'll have you over here where the microphone is. What's this?
Like, set it up like last time.
Well, a little bit different. We have a microphone.
Okay, we have microphones? Yeah.
So you're being broadcast over our closed network. Samuel's watching you at home. Say hello.
Hello.
We have to be over here because we have it zoomed in. So how's mandolin life treating you? Are you noodling? Are you doing things? Or?
I think that's not like a formal lesson, which I think should be involved. You know?
What do you need to know? Pick fingers.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how it gets.
YouTube learning is like how to
Wait.
strumming patterns and
Wait.
also
Wait, can I put yours?
So no melodies yet, maybe?
Maybe I can put Jimmy.
That's here. Let's get you tuned up. Let's get this guitar open. So if I could put you to work, get Eli tuned. I'm making sure that I gotta watch the door because once people see an open door in Philadelphia, you know, they're going right through. He just left, so we're good. Always this random surprise. But Nyla has a tuner on her headstock.
Just
You wanna-
don't
I got mine. If you want to try and do
This
it.
is like the most super chill ensemble ever. So just building the band.
These are these, right?
Building the
Is that
band.
before?
Yep.
Cool.
Wait.
Pretty good.
Oh, this is red.
A little low, yeah. Tighten it a little bit. Too far? Yeah. Generally, you want to approach from under. Here, watch your sleeve there. If you're eating it. Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful. That's good.
Hey, it's good. How are you?
There you go.
can. I'm waiting for some students. Yeah, we have Wednesday rehearsals every other week. Kind of a strange schedule. And we're live streaming, so. Yeah, it's around the corner. You're fine. Let me get out of your way. Absolutely. Actually, you want me to help you at the door? So I know we're waiting for Logan. Once he gets here, we'll probably start getting some traction.
So how long have you been playing?
What?
How long have you been playing?
Oh, since like last year.
Oh, cool.
I've been like doing it. You know who saw me last time?
Yeah, I did.
It's like, so we like started like August.
Oh, very cool. How do you like it so far?
It's pretty good.
Nice. Yeah, you guys all sound great. I'm excited to hear how it all comes together, especially with drums. That's gonna be awesome.
I had some markers. I put them somewhere. Yeah. Okay, so none of this is imaginary. For the sake of Mr. Sam, who's at home, he's got to work on his left hand. What we did in class this week was we did a warm-up. We're like level 2 now. We did a little left hand warm-up, a little right hand warm-up. We're going to repeat that. I want to get Logan into the mix. And here's our agenda. Here's our big focus, right? We have, it's January. So we have another, like, maybe session. I have a space on February 2nd. We'll see about what we do with that space, because maybe I'm going to use it to catch up some people who I haven't seen. So we'll see. 2/16 is our recording date. So joining the party is going to be, as you know, our harps, and the harps are going to take up space. So like, let's see if we have Logan and Eli and Armel, maybe a couple other characters, Tina and Sierra, then harps behind it, and all of a sudden, the room is a little more packed. So the way that that's going to go is we're going to play things solo. Everyone's going to get a solo chance, which is going to take time. And then we're going to do a group, and then we're going to do tutti. Tutti frutti. What does tutti mean? Do you know? What does tutti frutti mean? Do you know what this means?
Oh yeah, I've heard that saying, I just don't remember.
So it's like all the fruits. Tutti would mean all together, everybody, total. So we have 3 different sections, so we'll probably take a break in between each one. And this microphone is here to get you a little experienced. And everything we say today and everything we do in the rehearsal is recorded. So that's going to work for our behavior and making sure that we get used to playing in front of a microphone, right?
Same guitars from last time we were here.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Oh, did yours get taped off? I think so. I don't know.
Oh, you have the gemstone on there? It's still there? Wow. Fancy. Okay, well, it gets better. After 2/16, you'll be experienced recording artists. You're going to have your own, hopefully, I'm going to edit it together, so it's going to be your own audio and your own video, and it's your product. Now, the real challenge is later on, we're going to do La Folia. I want to hear other suggestions and other pieces that you might want to do, right? So we have a challenge after the recording session. 2/27 is a Sunday. 2/27. We have the Kimmel lobby. So the Kimmel Center has a lobby performance, and I would like us to do our La Folia in the lobby because we've already practiced it. So I'll be there. I will play along with you, and it's super chill because it's before a concert, and everyone who shows up to these events are sort of part of the family. They're all there to see their students perform, so they're very supportive, and it's a cool performance, and and you play as a group, and it's your first concert on guitar. So we've gone through step by step by step, and we have a recording session and then a concert. Good to see you. How are you? Where did you come from? Where did you come from? Oh, wonderful. Well, we're streaming on the 3rd floor. I don't know if you saw that, but the future is here. So. Our young guitarists. Good to see you. So we'll play the Kimmel Lobby, and then after that I really want to hear from you. I want to hear about, maybe you want to play a special song, maybe you want to do a special project. This whole process can repeat. Some people love Star Wars, some people love movie music, some people, there's a popular song that comes around. We can do that as a group. So I'm just waiting for Logan. But in the meantime, let's get our left hand, let's get our left hand going. What did we talk about in class? This is the challenge, right? You would try to make it work for everybody. So what do we do in the class with left hand? Do you remember, Eli?
Oh yeah, we figure out what thing.
Can you see this with the light? Can you read that?
Yeah.
Nyla?
Yeah.
You remember what we did left hand?
We placed the note and then we did a pull off.
A pull off. Wow, there it is. I want to pull this plastic off. So we have a left hand warm up. So you play a note. Right now it could be a sticker note. And then we say pull off, but really it's kind of like a pull down. Maybe we could all demonstrate that, and maybe once they do that, you could show us what it looks like a pull up on the mandolin. So what are the big things we're talking about with pull off? Is you want to play a sticker note. You're doing the tougher one. Let's start with the first string. Okay, so how about red? Can you and Nyla find a way? Can I move your chair a little bit? Stand up. And I want, remember the Jaws theme? You've heard of this? We're sort of playing it in backwards. We'll get to the Jaws theme, don't worry. I wrote a piece called Jaws John. So that's coming for you. Don't worry. So what I want you to do as a warm-up, because we have a group dynamic, is that you're going to play the red note, and then you're going to pull off, and then you're going to play the red note, and then you're going to pull off. Now we say pull off, but what we really mean is pull down. And I'm going to be looking for thumbs should be hidden from my view. Like I shouldn't be able to see your left-hand thumb from over here. So this is a little bit high for right now. You can remember? Yeah. So can you do this? Can you do like a C, like a clamp, or like a C shape like this? That's really what you want in general, is just it's going to support the tougher things that you do. So you play red and pull off. So you really should have it as a two-step process. So play the red, and then you can drop your finger, and then you want to keep your thumb on the back. So try it again. So so you do red pull off, and then you copy, and make sure to cover up that sticker. Go for it. Well, give that red a good play. So you're combining everything all at once. So I think you should think, I'm going to, Jimmy, would you mind checking the door? Logan might be trying to get in there. Thanks, Dan. So Nyla, Eli, you play the note and then pull off. I want you to count to like 2 in between. So it's ba, bum. Yeah. You got it. Yes, your sleeve.
Nice.
See, now you're getting into the experience stuff.
Doesn't look like we'll get hacked.
Sometimes people get weird with the door, but they're very experienced, so they're probably just dealing with traffic. Well, that's not bad. That's good. So you have good nail length. Okay, so now let's try some, now what's the rule, Nyla? Do you remember? This is for Nyla. We had a rule.
Like try to hide your fingers.
You want to hide your nail.
Your nail.
The nail. But we also want you to match the fingers to the frets.
Yeah, match the fingers.
Because we did enough guitar where you're kind of like playing any note with any finger. Now we need to like step it up because we got to record. We have harpists showing up. We got to play the Kimball Center in the lobby. And then where do we go from there? The moon? Maybe. I think one day, if we keep playing, we could definitely have a little tour. So these are all really cool things that we can build towards. So what I'm saying is matching the fingers and the frets. So look at your stickers. They're there for a reason. The pointer finger is great on red and blue. What number finger plays the green?
The ring.
The ring finger. And that's where you want, can you do this C shape, Eli, real quick, with your left hand, the C shape? Yeah. So even when you play, you see how all my fingers are on my thumb like this? So even when I'm playing the third or the green, watch. I'm never doing this and I'm not reaching like this. It's always like a Italian gesture, you know? Have you seen this?
There you go.
You know? Don Luigi. So you've got to have the fingers kind of, that's where they want to go. So when you do the green sticker, it's as if it's there and then you pull down. So show me that with the green, please. Yes. And just a little more space. Yeah. And then thumb up.
It should almost look like you're doing a thumbs up on the back of the guitar.
Yeah, remember, it's always thumbs up. Right hand thumb up. Yeah. Very good. Okay. Yeah, except that's a red, so you have to use what finger?
Yeah.
That one. So your warm-up on the left hand goes as follows. I'll show it to you. If I'm out of tune, please forgive me. And I want to see if Jimmy can demonstrate some of this. I don't know how often mandolins do. The problem is the strings are so tight and so high that the odds are you're probably just going to play the note a second time with the pick. But here's your warm-up. It doesn't matter what style of music you play. This is so important to me. You have to have left hand time and right hand time and then music time. But if you take care of your hands, they'll take care of you, and they'll let you play the stuff that you want to play. So your warm-ups go like you play every sticker note and you do a pull-off. So I'll demonstrate. Do I have stickers? Some of them. So you go like this. Maybe a couple times. Because what's the lesson I'm trying to teach you about doing something one time? How good are you at that thing? Because it could be a mistake, right? Like it could be a happy accident. You tie your shoes? You don't tie your, do you tie your shoes? No. Ever?
Well, I have different shoes when I tie.
You're able to tie your shoes, right? It's like the brushing of teeth, right? I brushed my teeth on Monday. That's a long time. So the thing about music and the thing about your hands, and I would open the floor so Mr. Dan and Mr. Jimmy could talk about this, is that you have to do things more than your front brain thinks that you have to do it because of the muscles and the nerves and the memory that's inside of your hand. And it has no words. You can't say, I want you to play 120 beats per minute scale and have it happen. You have to really train it. So that's why I'm saying you have to do it at least 3 times. And it's not 3 times and I'm done. There's kind of a phrase that say like practice makes perfect. Have you heard this?
Yeah.
But it's a twist. When I'm doing the Peloton, they'll say, you don't want to, that no one's perfect. They kind of say like, perfect isn't a thing. What I would say is that perfect practice makes perfect, and that you have to get it to be perfect and then stay there. So it's a little repetitive. It's a little boring in a way because you already know what the answer is. So you can't think like that. You have to think that I'm really teaching my hand, and my hand doesn't have any eyes, and it can't listen, doesn't have any ears. The only way it can learn is by doing the reps. So watch, you go. Don't copy yet. I did 3, And they all sounded good, and I'm going a little faster, but you can go, look at my thumb. Do you remember the rule that I said, if I'm worried about the left hand right now, am I focused on which finger I'm playing over here right now? Not at the moment. So it doesn't matter. Next set. Now, you know the second string, Nyla, I saw you doing this. You let the first string catch your finger. Very good. And then, now you don't need a sticker to do pull-offs. You know, you can do that. Eventually, you start to do finger to finger, like this. On and off, but right now we're just doing the sticker. So individually, I want you to do your own study where you do 3 times each sticker note, and you're just practicing the reps. And you tell me when you're done, and then you're going to perform it in the hot seat with the hot mic. And then maybe, actually, could you show us a little bit of a pull-off on this thing? Yeah. And I think on this instrument, it's really tough to do the inner pull-offs where you're on a middle string or something, you know? You know?
Yeah, you can kind of do it.
We're going to work our way up to a jam. We're going to do a little jam session today. Get the cobwebs out. So let's see that study. Do some, what we do in guitar class is we get a concept going, and then we do a little independent study. And just it's a little bit of a transition time.
I'm going to grab mine so I can show you.
Sure, thank you. Good, Nyla. You let that first string catch you. So, are you good in any key? Or are you good in A minor?
I'll do like the sharp, same, the normal keys. Yeah. Lots of G's and E's and C's and things.
G's and E's and C's.
Don't worry about me.
I'm just thinking out loud.
The stuff we were working on last month was like right at the class, so it was A minor stuff, I guess.
Okay. So that's left hand. I'm just making sure that I'm not losing anyone. Now, what was the tougher version of this?
When you go higher, go to the A, when you go to the inner string, like the string to the inside.
Oh, hi, Kaya. We're saying hello to Kaya. Hello. No worries.
Hello.
So look, this is the craziest time I've ever seen. Things are harder than they've ever been. So we're being more flexible, and I think it's actually a really good thing for performing arts is sometimes everything with orchestra it's too specific. The whole thing is too specific. Sometimes. And we're trying to loosen up the process a little bit. So we have the video, people are at home and checking it out. So Kaya, what we're talking about is playing a sticker note and then pulling your finger down to the carpet to make a pluck sound like that. And that's the cool thing about stickers, is that maybe before reading, we can have the muscles and the hands be really strong, because like your feet know where to walk before you know how to read a map. What does that mean? It means that the experience is really important, I think. So now, what was the opposite of pull-off, Nyla?
A hammer.
Hammer on, yes. So, here's the tip. It's very tough to do a hammer on in the beginning, and it's tough to do it in the low position, but let's try it. because we can do a little jaws. We're going to do a little jaws, and we're going to jump down to the 6th string. But right now, the way you do a hammer-on is you play the open string, and then you add a sticker. You play the open string, and then you add a sticker. Because, and Logan's on his way. Kaya hasn't done pull-offs yet. Tina and Sierra haven't done pull-offs yet. Armel hasn't done pull-offs yet. So this is going to help them catch up. And now we're going to do hammer-on. Of course, this is just legato, but we're not quite there yet. Or legato, depending on what language you pick. Bayam, bayam, bayam. It's speed, bayam. You got to kind of knock the guitar a little bit.
You're trying to really get the fingertip to the top.
What did I explain in class the other day? It's the bone. You're trying to catch the bone on the tip of the finger. It's the toughest. Okay, but here's our example, right? So what string is this? What number string is this?
6.
So the jaws goes 6th string. And we can go in a circle. So you can play on the 1st string. You can play the... and we're going to just go as a circle. And the idea is that we get warmed up and we kind of change the speed as a group. It's a little group warm-up. So, can you play the 6th string, Nyla and Eli? Just go like this. Number 6. Good, and then you have to play the 1st fret with the hammer on like this, but it's as if there was a red sticker there.
It is so hard.
Here's the trick. You know what makes it easier is, Nyla, can you play the open string 6? That's not the hard part, right? The open string is the easy part, right? You just, here's what's going to help you out. Put the thumb on the back of the neck like this. Yeah, copy me. Now do this. Grab the neck so that the fingers are, yeah, now watch this. Slowly, very slowly, bring your fingertips to the 6th string like this. Look at those knuckles, look at this. If you showed up at a lesson and was like, boom, I'd be like, whoa, that guy's serious. Whoa, Nyla's serious. Now move this to the 1st fret. Move your hand to the 1st fret. Yeah. Now in the beginning, so that shows that you can play on the knuckles. Here's the trick. You can use 2 fingers in the beginning if you really want to, like this. Try it. Now that's a pull-off, Nyla. Yes. So, the hardest thing you have right now is hammer-ons. It's the hardest, right? We agree? We agree that it's the hardest? So that means that you just can't give up on it, you know? You have to put a little bit of time. So when we do the jaws thing right now, we're going to not do the hammer-on. We did left hand, we did right hand. Sorry, we're going to jump to right hand. But now we have the jaws thing. And the jaws John is on the 6th string. So that's what this means, right? It's the number with the circle. And all you have to do is play 0, 1. Don't do the hammer-on, just do 0, 1. So Nyla, show me the 6th string by itself, and then add the 1. And you can play both notes with the thumb. Yeah, but make them both that loud. Who played that note? No, but don't do hammer-on. Just play the 1st fret with the thumb. But then play it. We're going to get there.
So we're looking for.
See that? Yeah. So then you have to play.
Yeah, 2 thumb.
Two
thumb strokes.
With your pointer finger. And then play that. Yeah. Just play the same. Yeah. And then play the first fret. Yeah, so you play 0, you play the 6th string, and then fret number 1. Yes. Yes. Yeah. So we're gonna go around the room sharing this. Don't worry, you'll be playing it all week. I assure you. So we're gonna go around the room. Let's see. The way that we should try this game, and Logan's going to show up, and I want him to jump in this game when he can, is I'm going to play it one way. Whoever starts plays it one way. Then Jimmy's going to copy me, the way I play, and then he's going to do a different way. And then you have to copy the last thing that you heard, and then you can change it up. So, you ever play the game Telephone?
Not telephone, but whisper down the lane.
What was it?
Whisper down the lane.
Oh, whisper down the lane, and you tell people the message, and then by the time it gets to the end, it's all
Someone
jarbled.
would have to say it out loud, and they would have to say if it was correct or if it was wrong.
So it's kind of like that.
People hear different things.
Right, exactly. So it's kind of like that. So why don't we just try a little bit? We can just pass it around. Let's just try a simple pass it around. So we'll go this way. Let's go at a free speed. And then we're going to add a tempo and see what it's like to add rhythm and expectations, right? So then I'll just go first. Whoa. That's a lot. That's good. Nice. You like it. Yes. Yes. So when you're playing, your eyeballs should be glued to your left hand for right now, because that's going to reinforce your accuracy. Yes. That's a big difference. I can hear the difference when your eyes are pointing. That's great. Very, very good. Okay. Now, good to see you, Logan. Take your time. Settle in, no rush. So why don't we make some room? Just slide down a touch. Good to see you. Happy New Year. Here, Eli, put this next to your chair. So we're live streaming upstairs, and we'll have a little recording of our rehearsal. This is the future. So we were talking about some movie music. Do you recognize this? Don't say what it is. Everyone together? Nice. Okay, so that's, you know what movie that is? Yeah. Okay, so we got to catch you up. And I don't think it'll take too long. So get your guitar ready. We'll get you tuned up. Now, Eli and Nyla, what was the right hand warm-up that we talked about this week? Because you can't just play with your thumb forever. Not yet. What's the other hand that I said all you have to do is, starts the W. How's your guitar sound? Are you tuned? have snacks if you need them. Let me know. So we're going to catch you up in 1 second, but while I'm catching him up on this, Nyla and Eli, the warm-up for the right hand is just walking. I call it walking. And you're not using the thumb. Yeah. So the same thing, can I show you? You don't have to, right now, I just want you to experiment with walking. Try to not, you don't have to have your thumb all the way up here. You don't have to do the pushing in walk, the rest stroke. You can just pluck, but what I loved is that your hands are fists and that your thumbs are up. It's really good. It's the same thing. Play all the sticker notes, but do the walking. So you can do this. You can do Nyla and Eli, and I'll get to Logan in a second. So it's sticker, open, sticker, open. And you're just practicing getting 2 fingers to play on the same string, and you're just spending time in the saddle moving your fingers. This is super new for them. And now Suzuki education is, all about setting them up with this pathway, but it's extremely rigid, right? Like Suzuki guitar is like, I don't know if you're certified in that. It is there's one highway and you're on it. And it will take you to a great spot, but I hope that you like the trip. Because it's like going on a rocket ship to Mars. You have no choice. But guitar is so flexible, and I like to start this way. We're just exploring a little bit. So why don't you practice the walking? And Logan, I want to catch you up on these 2 words. We have some new stuff where you play a note that's on a sticker. Also, by the way,
Can I go to the bathroom?
yes, you may. It's around the bend. 216, we have a recording session here, Mr. Logan. We have a recording session here. We can play the Kimmel Center Sunday, the 27th of February. We're going to do a little jam. It's super chill. So we're actually developing a year. It's taken a while, but we're getting some good stuff. So I want to show you something called the pull-off. So you play a sticker note, and then you bring your finger to the ground. Your fingers are longer? Have you grown since I saw you? Are you growing? You're growing in front of my eyes. This is crazy. So you're going to be taller than me in like a week. So you play the sticker note, and then watch my left hand. You bring the finger down towards the string, and you get what's called a pull-off, like a snap. Try that. You want to keep the thumb on the back like this. Yes. The only thing that didn't sound well is because you got this puffy, stylish jacket on. Oh, that's fine. Because you're muting yourself. So we did a little Jaws jam, just to kind of like get into it a little. So okay, so try red and then pull down, and then green with the correct finger. Very good. For Nyla and Eli, they just made the switch to using more than 1 finger. So now you can do the light blue. Now, when you do the light blue, look at my finger. It gets caught on the next string. I let the string catch it. Like this. Yo, very good. And then purple or dark blue. Yes. And then yellow, like this. Yeah, but you may need to keep the thumb right in the middle of that. Yeah, that's good. Good. And then the next warm-up we're doing is walking. So you're just practicing doing 2 fingers on a string like this. Because when you do the other, If you're focusing on the left hand, you can, doesn't matter what you do over here for right now. But now you got to get the right hand warmed up. So just do some walking like this. That's really good. And then try the second string. A little slower because it's tougher to reach. It's in between, right? Yes. That's good. Now you're doing what's called a rest stroke. That's very cool. It's a louder way to play because you're pushing the string into the guitar soundboard. Yeah. So your guitar playing should now have left hand warm up and right hand warm up stuff when you start off. And then the jaws thing is just, imagine there being a red sticker on that sixth string. So then that's the second jaws note. Yes. So then it's 01, 01, 01. It's the jaws. So you can go fast, you can go slow. So the idea behind giving you the jaws thing is that it's something that we can change the tempo to. And it's very simple, you know. So if you have the basics down, it's going to help you. Okay, so once Nyla comes back, we'll start. Do you have your book? La Folia?
This?
Yeah. Eli, do you have your music or no? We're gonna have you set up next to him, next to.
Oh yeah, I left my. Remember I left my guitar. Can I go to the bathroom?
Yes, you may. Don't forget to wash your hands on the way out.
Okay.
So what's your schedule these days? On every day?
Monday to Thursday.
Monday to Thursday.
Yeah. So I was doing Monday to Friday in the fall, and it was just way too much. So dropped down to Monday to Thursday. I got like 24 kids now.
So you're deep.
Yeah, pretty deep. Wednesday I have some adults who do like every other week. So Wednesday I'm a little more flexible.
Cool.
Yeah. But it's all like generally 4 p.m. and later. So, you know, evenings, afternoons. And I just started teaching out of Pizzicato Academy out in Newtown Square.
Yeah.
So I'm teaching there a couple days a week, just a couple kids now. Hopefully we'll have some more. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep busy, but there's not. You know, with everything that's happening now, it seems like things are slowing down again. So.
You know, what I think what we learned is that the world can close. Things that are open can close.
Yeah. Things we thought wouldn't close will indeed close, right?
Yeah.
If enough people are sick.
It's a little crazy. And to me, if I didn't have music during this time, I don't know. I mean, some people had real difficulty with what to do. And the thing about music is you're young fries right now. If you keep playing, and it may not be guitar, it may be other disciplines, but if music's a part of your life, it's going to be there for you. And I think I like to put those lessons front and center, and then we can get down to practicing, and we are. So we're really turning things up. We're going to do La Folia, but we're going to start with our bass note version of it. So it's going to be, we're going to work our way up to the hard part because we had such a break. And we're going to use our string designation. Meow, 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 meow. This is also the basics to songwriting, because if you can play what's called a 4-bar phrase or a 4-bar progression or 8-bar chunk of music, that's what most of the stuff on the radio is chunks of music that get repeated. I'm being a little sacrilege by not doing the root here. I think we're gonna be okay. Logan, what does the circle number mean?
6.
You betcha.
1, 3, 5, 6. 1, 3, 5.
Putting stuff down and not knowing where it is. It's a little crazy. Okay, so round one goes like this. Round one is this. I'm going to get out of the way. Can you read this? Can everyone see these strings? Repeat after me. 5. 5. 6. 5. 3. Am I using the right hand? 1. 3. 5. And 6. Round one means I want you to play the note once. Round two, you play the note twice. But we're going to play it as a team. And this is kind of new for me because what I'm trying to do with this ensemble is to break down the concept that I need you to be at a certain level before we form as a group. So we're going to do this as a team right now to make this interesting. I'm going to start on this one. So let's remember who's here. Mr. Paul, Mr. Jimmy, Nyla, Eli, Logan, Mr. Dan. So we're going to go in a circle. Now, does anyone have any questions about what comes after 3? I know there's a gap here, but you know that you continue to read because this is how we read words, right?
Yes, like we read words.
All right, so actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when we're doing the recording session, I'm probably going to be leading the recording session from a podium so I can see you better. So now, the question I have is, Jimmy, I don't know if these are for Jimmy. You know what these are? This is A. You know what they all are? They're different. A, E, A, and then you have to play G. These are Jimmy's notes.
Yeah.
And then this is a C or an E, but you can play E, G, A.
It'll be octave displaced.
No problem. Not an issue in this club. Okay. So it's going to go Jimmy, Nyla, Eli, Logan, Mr. Dan, Jimmy, Nyla, Eli. That's round one. Who starts round two? Point to them. When you get to round two, you play each note twice. So let's do round one. Round one is, Jimmy, go. This is, we are actually pre-literacy right now.
Third string?
So it's a circled number, so it's a third string. So let's try it again. And this is, in the Renaissance, they had this phrase called like a hocket, where you pass a melody around as a group. This keeps us together as a group, and it helps us share the music. I want to see how many rounds we get to today. Okay, so round one, let's see if we can get through round one. And I'm going to keep score. So round one, we'll keep a tally over here like this. Round one. Let's see how we go. Okay, so Mr. Jimmy, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you need me pointing at these things? You do? I will point then. That was good. Okay, let's start from the beginning, but let's do round two. So you do each note twice. Ready? So this is like free of tempo. So whenever you're ready, Jimmy. Well, hold on. You got to play 5. So what happens if we make a mistake? We go back because we are a team. This is an ensemble. And an ensemble is brought together with every component, right? And we're a team, so we don't leave no one left behind. So we're back to the beginning, round 2. And this is why I really admire how you were like, bum, bum. Like you picked up on the tempo, right? He was like, bum, bum. You're like, bum, bum. We may not be there yet, because what that does is create a little bit of anticipation, maybe a little anxiety that I'm not ready for the beat yet. I mean, you've played it for less than 1 year, right? All of us here, you've had a mandolin for a little bit. So we will add the beat, don't worry. You know how we add the beats, we got buckets, we got drums. We'll bring in maybe a drum machine we can play with. It could be kind of cool. Don't worry about the tempo right now. Just hit the round that you're in with the note that you're on, okay? So we'll start again. Jimmy, I'm trying to get it away so you can maybe I should stand on this side. I think I'm blocking the notes. What is this? That's what I'm talking about. What is this?
There you go.
Show has videos about the schools in 1960, and all of the teachers had a really long stick.
What is this?
And
This.
it's like a wand with this point on the
If this is something I shouldn't be pointing and making fun with, then please forgive me. But I think it's just a pointer.
That's a percussive stick. I think it's a pointer, yeah.
You never know. It could be like a divination rod or something. I just don't know. Okay, round 2. This is even better. Round 2. Whenever you're ready, Mr. J. Let's see if we can do that all together, like dum, dum, like that speed. So now take 1 minute, 60 seconds, and see if you can play everything like round 2 on your own. So Logan, you play twice, twice, twice. Everything gets played twice. Go for it. 60 seconds and counting. Go. This is your practice time. I'm timing you. 50 seconds. Try to be steady. You can play with the thumb is great. Try to also play loud so we can hear you. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to buzz right now. Get a good sound. "30 seconds.
Done.
Were we done? Here we go, round 2. Ready? I'll set the speed a little bit, like ready and. All right, let's try together. Let's just do 1 at a time. Let's all do 5 together. I'll say ready and then just repeat after me. So number 5, string 5. Ready and freeze. Anyone see Tous les métiers du monde with that Lily? Do you know who Lily is? Lily was a conductor, and what happened when he was conducting, and they used to conduct with a stick in the French Baroque 300 years ago, 400 years ago, and he stabbed himself in the foot, and it got infected. And that's how he went. So I feel like I'm doing like a Lily thing. This is the old way of conducting. They would do this. It's crazy. Okay, so let's just do it together. But we're learning different lessons today. I want you to play strong. I want you to play clear. I want you to play the right notes. And when the music gets tougher, those lessons go with you. So when you're playing Jaws at home, it should be clear and loud. And do yourself a favor right now. Don't be shy at this level. I don't think you are. But play out and make a big sound from the get-go, because you're going to need it, especially when we play in the lobby. Okay, let's just do 1 at a time. So repeat after me. Number 5, string 5. Ready, go. I want to see Eli join us. So get your fingers ready. You're on string 5, not 6. That's good. Ready? Ready, and. Good. Now, we're just going to go 1 at a time. So play 5, 5. Ready? Ready, and. 6. Ready? Oh, I'll give you the ready on each one so you can feel the beat. And then you know what we're going to do. We're going to put it all together. 6. Ready, and. 5 again. Ready, and. I'm also teaching you how to practice. I'm demanding that you're successful every step of the way. So many guitarists just play and play and play and play and play, and they noodle, and the quality is just blah. 3, ready? We're going to start on 3. Ready, and. Good, and to 1 we go. Ready, 1. Good, 3, and. Back to 5, and. To 6, and. Let's try this all again, where we're going to do 5, 6, 5, and 3. So it's going to go 5, 6, 6. Remember we did something called planting in class this week, where you get your finger ready for the note that it's going to play? That's something to think about. If you find yourself, oh, this is easy, then start preparing your fingers. Here we go. We're going to do the 1, 2, 3, 4, half of this. Ready? So we start on 5. Ready? And. Good. Freeze. Who thinks that they can do the next line the same way? Let's just start here. We're all wearing clothes. Yeah? You got to sew it together. You know what happens when you practice stuff at home? Is everyone starts at the beginning of the music, right? Everyone starts at the beginning. So you get really good at the beginning. By the time you get to the end, your fingers are tired, and you're just trying to finish. And so sometimes when you practice music, you have to start from the end. So sometimes you start at the end of the piece so that your focus is fresh throughout. Yes, Nyla?
Sometimes whenever I do a maze puzzle, like I have to draw it out, I just start from the end.
What was the
maze puzzle.
a what?
A maze puzzle.
A maze puzzle. Oh, you go the reverse way.
Yeah, I start from the end and then
Pretty smart.
That's something to think about. The thing is that when I give you music to work on, I bet you always start at the beginning, right?
Yeah.
But the problem with that is that you're by the end you lose focus. And the beginning's really good, but then the stuff later in the music is like more of a mystery to you. Especially when your music, right now your music is stickers and it's a box. When your music becomes pages and pages and pages, that's what I'm talking about. But it's going to be here sooner than you think. Second line, we ready? Second line, ready? Let's go, we'll go all the way through, and we're in round 2. See how long this takes? We're going to get to round 3, I bet you. We're going to get to round 3, and then we'll take a break. Second line. First string. Ready, and 3, 5, 6. Excellent. Okay. Let's do the whole thing round 2, then we have round 3. Ready? We're going to go a little slower because I want to hear the space between the notes. From the top, do you need me to call out the string number, or do you know? Should I point like this, or do you like the conducting? I'll be the conductor. Ready? Oh, so if we're going to conduct, then when we're playing things like the lobby of the Kimmel Center, are you familiar with this place? It's on Broad, Spruce. I don't know, the Philadelphia Orchestra plays there a lot. A lot of the performing artists come through. It's kind of like the Lincoln, it's like the link for performing arts. It's like the football field for the performing arts. Yeah. Except there's more things that happen there, right? But it's where the arts get played.
It's where the pros play.
Yeah, there it is. So you're going to be there. You only have 1 month, so wow. Okay, so when you're conducting, we're getting ready. But when the stick goes up, the mouths go shut, and the fingers get ready. And this means, whoosh, this is the bow tie. If you see this on stage, which I will conduct, right? Zip, no matter where you are in the music, when you see the conductor do the bow tie, don't play after that. Doesn't matter. It's like your get out of jail free card. You're done, silence, because even if don't think, oh, I got to get my extra note in. No, 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 no. We end together, we start together, we play as a group. That's why we're here, and that's where we're going so slow. Okay, from the beginning, we'll do round 2 and then round 3. So I will give the cue, stick goes up, and I'm going to show you the speed. I'm going to give you the speed that we're going to play at so you can follow. Now, if you put your feet on the ground, there's a trick. When we're playing longer music, don't tap your foot because we're going to hear it, right? We don't want to hear anything but great music. But inside your shoe, you can do a little toe tap. If you want to feel the pulse. Okay, here we go. From the beginning, string 5, playing position, ready, and. Good. How much do we need to talk about round 3 before we try round 3? Does anyone have any questions about round 3? Logan.
So when you said round 3, when you said round 2, we played 2 times. Does that mean when we do round 3, we play 3 times?
Yes. So you play each note 3 times. Nyla?
If we get to round 4, can we play it backward? Because that would be fun to try out.
Well, the piece that the harps are working on and La Folia for us is only a round 3 piece. So the good news is we don't have to go further than round 3. But now that we're on round 3, if we're counting to 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Why did I write this so large and be so small?
Because you want us to play the first one higher than the others.
Very good. Logan, Eli?
I think you want it to be louder.
That's part of it.
Like the number 1 has an accent and the rest of it doesn't.
Together, you are all 100% correct. This is our accent. If you make 1 stronger and beat 2 and 3 a little more moving, you're going to feel the changes, and it's going to be a lighter piece. And it's just called, what we're doing is playing something in 3/4. What that means is we have 3 quarter notes. Okay. So it goes. So who can demonstrate? Who can demonstrate this? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Who wants to demonstrate? Well, you're playing the strings like that. How about you just play 1 string, but show me the beats? Because now we're talking about, remember, because these aren't circled, right? So these are beats. That's good, but you have to be careful to not take too much time on the 1. So it's bum, bum. Yeah. If you can make the big beat 1, if you can make that, then the audience will love it. So if you play the beat 1 strong, the audience will light up because they will feel the pulse and they will be able to follow the conversation you're having with music. Okay, round 3, same speed. 1, 2, 3, like this. Okay, you all know what the notes are. You all know what to do. Now I want to hear the accent on beat 1. Ready? So show me rest position. Rest position is I'm on stage, but you know, Dan's got a great example, and this is I'm so lucky to have him here. So he's got this rest position. He's actually like quieting the strings to make sure that there's no extra sound, which is like a real studio thing. Rest position. Logan had a good one too. What did you do before? Like that's a very good rest position. When you're on stage in rest position, the big thing is you're not playing. You're just ready to play. Now you'll see orchestra, when you go to an orchestra concert, which I will take you to eventually, they play and they warm up until the concertmaster comes out, until they get tuned up. So there's a whole 5 to 10 minute moment when orchestras are just warming up literally because it's cold, because they just came back from dinner, they got to get their fingers ready. We're not quite doing that. So our rest position is silence before we play. Okay, let's try this round 3, and then we'll reassess. Ready? This is awesome. Thank you, team. Ready, set, and. See, I'm being big, right? And freeze. So Jimmy, I can free you up to do whatever you'd like. You can keep doing this. Would you mind doing the changes?
Sure.
Just doing. So now we're going to change it up. So you're going to do. Can you just do a chord on the first beat? Yeah. So he's. Look at their shapes. And when we get over here, this will be that looks crazy. Why are we doing La Folia? Because every other song on the radio is basically an 8-bar chunk with chords that repeats. And it's one of the oldest melodies and harmonies that people would improvise on. So you learn La Folia today, and then when I teach you a scale, you can make up your own melody. Eli. You memorize this? This? Or the page?
Yeah, the page.
We're going to come back to that. We're going to need that. Okay. So then, what we're going to get is on beat 1 only. Mr. Dan will do a big chord. So you're going to hear that as being the strong beat. And a piacere, whatever you want to do. Do you know chords?
Yeah, I can put it.
So these are all the right chords, except this is a C.
Sure.
The rest are, that's an E, right? Sorry. I'm trying not to confuse them. Trying to be a little discreet about it. Okay, well, let's give this a try. Let's give this a try. Can I have our young players do the whole thing twice? So, and then we're going to bring in the chords and the mandolin on the second time. So it's going to be Eli, Nyla, and Logan will do all of this. What happens when you get here? Go back. You repeat. You go back. Okay? So our Pizzicato players will do it twice, and then our adults will join us the second time. Eli.
It's like an interruption that goes forever.
Well, it's a build, and then the third time maybe the harps come in. And then it grows, and then maybe ukulele. And then it becomes like a big band. So we're learning how to grow like that. Okay, very good. Let's get in rest position. Show me that, please. Nice, in playing position, because the stick is up. So we'll start with our core group. Ready, set, 5, 6, 5. Ready, set, and 1, 6, 2, 3, 3. Nice. 5, 6, and freeze. Let's do all that together, but as a tutti. What does tutti mean? Tutti frutti. Have you ever heard that before? So tutti frutti is like a cereal flavor. It's tutti frutti is also, it means all the fruits. It means everything. All of it. Tutti means all together. So let's just try it, and then we're going to do a quick version. How fast do you think you can play this, Eli? Is this too fast? 1, 2, 3, 1. We're going to try it. Let's try it at our open strings. Let's pick up the speed a little bit. Ready? Try to stay with me. Start on string 5. I'll give you 3 beats. Ready, set, go. 6, 5, 3, 1, 3, 5, and 6. Let's try it together as Tutti Frutti, right? Okay? Ready, set, and. So that's the backbone of this piece. Now you're just playing. Can you play the folio off the paper? Can you play the folio off the paper? Let me see that paper. In case anyone is still with us, this paper. I'm going to write this out in standard notation. 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, bum. See the speed? Look at this part. A, C, E, ah, ah, ah. That's where it gets tough. This is what you're practicing. Because this is the lead part for the guitar. This is a bass part, open string part, which means it's so easy because you have no left hand and you're kind of just playing open strings. And that's fine. This is a variation. What's a variation mean? You know what a word variation means?
No, but I feel like it means like verify, like if it's verify, it's like to check something.
Here's a word you might get. How about remix? You've heard of remix?
Yes.
It's a remix. So that's the, you start with the bass line, then you have one remix. This actually has 2 remixes in it. We have this. So now we have a part that is 8, 16, 24 measures long with an ending 25. And if I went back to the bass, now we're in a 30 measure piece of music. And if I gave that piece of music to you right away with standard notation, we would be spending all of our time talking about notes on a staff and less time playing music. And because of where we are at with everything, I wanted to just prioritize the experience. So, look at your La Folia. I feel like, remember Yoda? It's got like the R2-D2. So it has to go 1, 1, 1. So now we're going to say what we play. So can you see that? Can you see this page? We're going to say the letter notes together as a team all the way through. Now, back in the day, I had to learn the solfege, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do, si, la, so, fa, mi, re, do, all that jazz. If you can say it, you can play it. That's the lesson. So you have to say it as a team, and you're also saying it at tempo. So that means you're going to say it like this. Can I see? What did I write? So you're going to say E, 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 B, B, B. What am I doing? Can you tell what I'm doing? B, B, B. Say it loud and proud again, Nyla. Accent. I'm accenting the first note of the box. So can you play E, E, E? Logan?
You just said it?
Yeah, well, can you just play E, E, E? Can you play E, E? Right, so we're going to say it the same way we're going to play it. Okay, as a team, ready? I'll keep the beat going. Okay, ready? Ready, set, just say it. E. No. We're just going to use our letters. We're going to say it. Because before we did it easy, we didn't say it. Now we're going to say it. You may put the guitar aside if you'd like. We're going to say it. Ready? Ready, set, and E. Let me hear that accent. Yes, very good. Keep it. E. B. A, C, E, E, B, E, A, C, E, G, D, G, 5, which is the A note. I just kept it simple there. Okay, so that's your challenge. That means you have to play A, C, E, E, B, E. There's a lot of things that we just learned here. I'm so appreciative of you guys making it here. I know this is what it is, but we have a real recording session, and we have a real lobby performance. So we just gotta, this is our band. But if you can say it, what I'm saying is there is no space between the boxes. You see the boxes on your paper? You know when you're reading it on guitar, you go, boom, boom, or even if you play E, 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 B, people have a tendency to see the line, and then they play the line. But when we said it, did we stop at all?
No.
It was like a metronome. So on your Google Classrooms, when I send you an email, I'm going to update them. So you're going to get all this stuff. This is 100 beats per minute. You can just go to Google and type in the word metronome, and it will tell you. What else is 60 beats a minute? If you had to figure out,
Sort of a trick question.
yeah.
Right? Yeah.
It's a trick question, but it's also the answer's in there. If you have 60 beats in a minute, what are those beats called?
Seconds.
Time itself.
Yeah. So this is set at 60. That means that's our beat. So that's E, 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 B. Yeah. But you got to play the whole page like that without stopping, like a machine. So that's our challenge. I'd like you to give it a shot right now before 7:23. Let's give it a shot. Is your dad outside?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, that's good. So, let me get you a music stand. This is my favorite. The lily.
Careful with the foot.
Yeah.
It brings gravitas. Yeah, bring.
Now we're having fun.
Yeah. Nice little progression.
Good. Well, so Nyla, do you have any questions about how to practice the solo part? See, this is what I'm worried about. I was thinking over the break that there's no way we could come in today and just be ready to do this. I had to give you a warm-up. But I want you to, this is the big goal, okay? This whole page, but we know how to say it before we play it. We know that there's no stopping, and we know how to practice it. Guess what? This stuff at the end of this page is harder than the stuff at the top. So what was the lesson that I said about sometimes starting at the end? You might have to sometimes start with the hard stuff. So you have to learn how to regulate yourself and say, what are my challenges? What do I need to work on? What box is hard? What note is not coming out, right? Yeah, it's like, which teeth did I not brush? Well, you know, you figured out. Which sock did I not clean? Does it smell? You've got to become intelligent about your music and figure out how to solve problems. And that's the best thing about guitar is that it's such a personal instrument. And it's so not orchestra. Okay, we're kind of coming around the bend here. Why don't you take a few minutes to work on this, and I'll encourage you. Can you guys do me a favor? Just start on the ACE part. I know you can play. We did a bunch of open strings. Yeah. So I want you to start practicing on ACE. It's a position, but it's also called a chord. You're going to need your melody chart then. Yeah, but yes. Yes. There's a tip down, but something fell out. Yeah, that's melody chart. So right now there's only one A, one C, and one E. So you can't go wrong with those two things. Yes, but not in this piece and not on the melody chart. Oh, the light thing? That's only for special occasions. So how's this thing? What is this? Oh, classic.
Yeah.
Totally.
Couldn't miss the cover until I, a little more.
Well,
But this thing is workhorse. I love it, honestly. It was like my big senior year purchase for undergrad.
Some guitars are impossible to play. Some of them are like butter. I don't know why.
Like you said, it's personal. You feel it.
Does anyone have any questions about this? Okay, freeze for a second. So we're just about wrapped up. Is everyone okay back there? So the big lessons, we covered so much territory today. Logan, it's about ensemble. We talked about left-hand warm-ups. There's so much stuff here. Left-hand warm-ups. Focus on your left hand. Play the stickers, pull off. Try to hammer on. You want to get crazy? Do some jogs. I'm going to put all this in your Google Classroom. Hammer on. It's the opposite of a pull-off, but it's harder. Give it a try. Then you've got walking. We talked about that. For the right hand, we'll come back. We'll start with the right hand next time. Hold on, Eli. Hey, hang on. Then we have a bass pattern here, and we did round 1, round 2, round 3. We played as a group. And that dynamic, you just learned it, and you successfully played as a group. So when I chop up the recording, you'll hear us play together. I think you'll be surprised at how good you sound from the outside. And that is the whole thing about music, is that it's like you're delivering something as a gift to people, you know? So tell me about gifts. What's the best gift? Do you wrap it? Maybe? Yeah. Okay, put a bow on it, put a name tag, shiny wrapping. Ooh, and then, what is the gift? It's a secret. It's wrapped. You don't know. You get into it. It's exciting. When you play music for people, it's like you're giving... What? It's a present. It's like you're giving them a gift for their ears. So we have to practice tying our bow and hiding some things from the audience. They don't need to know about our practice. They just want to be like, you guys sound great. And you do. So I think you'll hear that in the recording. I'll see y'all Tuesday. Nyla and Eli, there's no class tomorrow because we're so late tonight. I gotta go to sleep. And Logan, I want to see you on February 2nd. Because they've got Tuesday, Thursday guitar class, so I don't see you as much. So I definitely want to see you on the 2nd. And I'll send reminders to Mom and everything. Because who's not here is, and let's not forget our other friends who will join us. Armel, Tina and Sierra, Samuel, Kaya, harps, and then I'm going to conduct, we got a group, yes.
How's Sean? Is Sean coming?
I'd like him to. I think he just has to finish his paperwork. It's a school thing. Yes.
I already told Tina and Sierra used to go to my school, right?
Yes.
Armel did too.
Oh, you know Armel? Oh, man. This is Philadelphia. You think New York is Seinfeld? Philly is where you run into people all the time, and you're like, it's you again. That is Seinfeld. New York, you'll never see anyone. Anyway, congratulations. Thank you for making it out. I want to make sure that you get to your car right. Everyone else is here. Thanks, team. Thanks for showing up. I appreciate it. after this session, we can start with our jam. Every session can start with the LaFolia jam. Thanks for making this work. I really appreciate it. Thanks for the time. This concludes our live stream.